but it's already been smoked off. FNATIC have got B control. Here we go with this plant coming down, and we have seen this CAB rotate so many times on this map since the start of the stage.
Oh, that's not the start they were hoping for, but a decent trade from Soulcast. Will survive on his last legs. 13 HP available to him once he gets back out of that Viper screen. It's dangerous as well, especially with Leo holding that frenzy and Boaster still lurking around the back lines. Leo getting aggressive, leaving just 2 remain.
Boaster's just been the anti-player this round, whether his team or not, he is, and he's made it count. Redgar finding one back the other way, but it's a 3 versus 2 with a spike still to be defused. It feels like FNATIC have all the control they need now. Boaster comes in for the active engagement, gonna find Nats, and it's an easy closeout from Chronicle 2. Great first round for FNATIC. The push happened. This time it does look to be into C.
Viper util denying them. 20 seconds left on the clock. Oh, Nats goes down, but again, you're right, they're going to double back in towards this B site. Redgar has the read, waiting on the cross, watching for anybody make that push through, and he peeks in and just gets domed. A clean take in towards the site. There is the B site, maybe? No. They're going to go all the way back around to A. If this ends up on the B site again, I think we have problems. Instead, though, an easy entry off the showstopper. It'll be free for FNATIC.
This is when they pulled the play around last time and went in towards B, which is why we've got Redgar holding on B this time, expecting the B hit to come through. The difference this time is FNATIC have read that super well, anticipating the response coming out of Liquid, and have gone in towards A. Durka playing at the bottom of the rope here, finds himself one. Sadly flashed out for a couple of seconds, but Leo going to pick up the pieces to keep things going.
Yeah, and they're being shut down from all angles. Nats already making the decision to try and save, but he's going to be hunted down as well. Durka across the board, 5-0. FNATIC decimating Liquid, blocking out any real angles. They're going to go pushing back through a stun up onto Soulcast. He's completely stuck in the mud here, pushed through, and timing's not going to be the best. He at least wins that initial battle, but the trade is immediate.
Boaster's there, ready, and Sage's now going to poke his head through and hope for the very best. Elsewhere, it's Yampy coming up against Chronicle. These two not realizing they're either side of this sound and bullet blocking screen. No one yet daring to cross. Chronicle bringing down Yampy, changing responsibilities with Boaster, who was holding this angle previously back in the early game. But a 3 versus 2, and it feels once again that FNATIC will not be stopped.
They've managed to make their way into the site. Again, just trying to bait out any utility that they can, and pinged up by Leo. He's just going to double up to close the round. 7-0. And
on this map, you start to get a little bit of hope for Liquid after the half, but you've got to get through this half first. Durka straight in, straight into spot and finds Yampy as well, clearly expecting something else, but it's simply not to come. He just keeps on marching through, picks up 2. Who needs an ultimate?
Oh, I think Chronicle blinded, just trying for the spam. Safe, there he goes, finally turns up into the server. Looking to try and take this one on his own. It's left all onto Alpha. He's gone for this rotation back through mid. I don't think they have any idea where he is. Soulcast finally starting to realize it's a second crazy shot out from Alpha. The turret, but no! And he finally gets the kill! What is that from Alpha?
Into his waiting arms. One tries to go for the challenge in the sky, but backs away immediately. Site control very much established here for the side of FNATIC as they keep on marching through. And Redgar does finally shut down that pesky Odin, but site control has been lost. Oh, Durka in backside, they went a little bit too deep there.
Oh, they're starting to clear them out. Good work from Yumpy. Only one man watching that flank now. It's left onto Alpha. TP across, he's going to hear it, he's going to expect it, and he's spaced out both! Again, every time there's a chance, this man just puts a spanner in the works. It is clear to see why FNATIC have missed him. And now they can go into that filthy afterplan. Just sat back waiting in their crossfire. Anybody taps that spike, they've got the peak. Good flash, and this time they managed to decimate Alpha. Yeah, he's not clutching out this. The rest of the team, or at least in the form of Safe, start to push up. The Seekers is going to give them that information as well. So it's a good read once again. And Boaster going down, that's a huge difference maker. They don't have that flank anymore, but they do get the opener.
Just thought for a second there he might be cheeky enough to find 1 or 2. Straight in towards the back of the site goes Durka as well, propelled on forward. They've got a bit of a crossfire coming in, 1 in towards 3. Durka coming in from the side, and they are absolutely crushing them where they stand. 2 players left to face against the onslaught of these 4 FNATIC players.
The flank from Safe just a little bit further behind, and Alpha again is going to catch him on that rotation. Nats, we definitely haven't seen the best of him so far, but unfortunately that's not going to come up here either. Donned the op and sniper in other games for quite a time, so no doubt that he can make it work. We'll get the opener, but it's an instant trade onto Redgar. Not the greatest of starts, but the players.
I mean, Redgar was a sacrificial lamb. Someone had to die there for him to be able to get away with it. Out comes the ultimate as well from Bosch as they charge on through. No one to decide though. Oh, Nats looks completely the wrong way. Durka turns for another, gets himself 2 charges back already. Not that it matters, as this round is pretty much done and dusted. Save could try all he likes.
But there's so much left to do.
TY Durka gives the rifle on side and at least giving a little bit of renewed chance here in the 2v3, but that time waits for no one. It is ticking on down. Yampi finds one. Can he perk into a second as well? No, that he can't. It's back the other way. Say's going to try what he wants. Taps one, but time is pretty much done here. Doesn't matter if he finds the kill. You will not collect it anyway. Chronicle with the close. An 11-1. Determined that after probably watching 3 or 4 maps of it.
You know. Well.
That's all that's required.
Okay.
Okay. Pretty naughty. Straight headshot through the smoke as well. Liquid have got control of B.
Yeah, they've also got control of A. You've got Yumpy just sat deep after basically getting rid of all of the utility that was there. Both are going to be pushing back through. Nice work from Redgar. There is a trade, but a 4 versus 2 situation. This pistol looks like it's on lock.
It's a good start. It's exactly what Liquid wanted. They didn't want to be walking out of their own map choice down 13-1. But here, tucked into the corner, right in front of your face, buddy. How's it going? Down he goes to the nade as well. At least 1 back for Durka, but there are still 3 more to find in a 2 versus 3 with about, what, 10 seconds to pull it off?
Last player standing.
Simply not going to happen, is it?
How many does Durka get? That's the only real worry, but no. Good stuff.
But FNATIC really want to take the fight in towards spawn here. If they're looking towards B, they might find one. Chronicles found one on a swing out as well. Good bit of team play.
No.
There are 4 players coming in from behind here. What is that for a pistol force?
Oh, no.
And they've got the Spectre?
Oh, this is starting to get really worrying. This would basically just crush them, maybe even for the next map as well. I was hoping this would be a confidence builder for some of the players. And Yumpy's just been dinked up as well. Redgar finally gets the first kill on the board. Stun up is going to force them back in towards the site. And the remaining players of FNATIC, they're being held by a fragment for now, but they'll start their rotation.
It's a good hold by Soulcast as well. That Bulldog bullying FNATIC away. Still have the one on side to work with. It's Redgar off towards the left. Leo finds one. Down to a 1 versus 1. Is this actually doable? Feels like it might be if he gets the read first, but doesn't find it.
Might actually just move that direction themselves.
I mean, he's got control and he's baited the TP out, which really makes the defenders think here, okay, they're rotating off towards B. It was really good use of the door, but FNATIC, they ain't messing around with this one. They still find a kill for themselves. And TL have got to work their way forwards. They've managed to get full site control now, 3 players in. That we have got 2 angles being set up. That Odin just will not stop making an appearance. They get a couple back on the side. There's only 1 left, and it's Soulcast all by himself to hold against them all with 13 seconds on the clock. Alpha Year with the collection. We've already seen Liquid rotating. Their ultimate's through, trying to see what they can pull off here as well. They do get 1 from the backside. That might put a little bit of panic into this FNATIC side, because now they're aware that in the background they've got to deal with 1. They find Yampi. Nade comes out as well, nice and close, not quite expecting, but 3 kills come in for FNATIC. They forced it down to a 2 versus 2. Redgar, the one that's been popping off in the round, but that's going to be despite going off here, and FNATIC, despite their best efforts, will not be able to hold on. Liquid make it 4.
It's this C site, and you can already see the beginning of rotations coming through from the FNATIC players as they look to go in the other direction.
Do they know? There's enough utility that went down there to maybe convince FNATIC, but I feel like they've read into it a little bit too intelligently. You can see a couple of players angling out towards B, almost as if they're ready to commit to it, but now they get the read. It could have been a second for Durka, but no. Yampi gets the shutdown, site control established, and this is when FNATIC all start their rotate over.
Yeah, he'll chance to come in of his teammate.
There it comes. All the Seekers racing on up here, may even catch out onto 1 as well on the short range side of things. Haunt goes to reveals location, but a full flash comes in, and Yampi goes into another. Really making himself important in this round before finally being shut down by Leo. 3 still standing for FNATIC. They've got 2 more to find. They get 1.
Oh no! He doesn't expect him to be that close. Left onto Nats in the clutch scenario though. Into the 1v1, time being bought on the spike, and Nats will keep it going a little longer. Team Liquid cling to life with 1 man's side. Lockdown available if they want to try and put it in. For now, at least hesitating a little bit. Maybe have the read wrong as they start to go back in the other direction. Spam through is going to do so much. These Odins have just caused issues, and now Chronicle watching his buddy from the sidelines. Lockdown now thrown in. This is looking bleak.
They've all got to back away. The thing is, they hadn't got the spike down here, so actually, it's far from the end of the world. They're going to hard rotate off and towards B and bring out the Viper's Pit as well. The fade ult rolls across, everything being dunked into such a small room here. They've got to find the kills, but it's Alpha Year to collect a 3. Makes it his map, 13 and 6 to FNATIC. Call it Hobbit?
I just call it Broken Door.
They called it Hobbit, you told me earlier on.
Either way. Quick push into the site. Nice start from Safe. Is already going to dome one. Trade's coming back, but he's just hitting the shots even through the smoke. Chronicle and Alpha going to have to fall back off this one, try and towards the spawn. So I might think he may even try and clear out this backside. I think they even know that Chronicle's there now with the utility that he's already used, and the wraparound coming in for a teammate leaves him isolated. We saw a 1v3 before from Alpha. He now needs to add another to the tally, but Safe is going to shut him down before he gets the chance. Liquid or...
Slowly back past spawn. Looks like actually a push through garage is on the agenda.
Oh boy, it's an optimistic fight from Redgar. A pistol up close, and now Nats is just trying his best to survive. Had a little bit of support. The thing is, he's walking straight back into boast of the flash. However, it's Sublime. Their utility usage is forcing FNATIC back, and with the spike still on long, maybe there was a chance, but they have just been wiped out over the last few seconds. The Rolling Thunder can pretty much clear out the entirety of the site. Actually, a very early Hunter's Fury. This is just to try and give Safe some space. Pressure onto Durka, a free kill.
Pigeon shooting.
And now he's going to pressure off of it. I thought maybe Safe would just opt to try and fall back up.
Player in heaven, they've got the right idea. How's it going to work out? Dropping down the smoke up high. That was the heaven player straight away, and the bolt came on through as well, but Leo gets it through the wall. Beautiful little bit of play, making use of the smoke to the sky.
A little bit further back, info going to be had onto Safe. I don't know if they can necessarily act off it though.
Well, it looks a bit Liquid are the ones want to go aggressive here. They're pushing in super aggressively. They look close, but Redgar turns away at the wrong second. Boaster gets one. It's still a couple of kills going either way. Leo still standing, swings out and Safe finds him. Should have enough time here to get this one off as well. They'll just about out for Chronicle. Everyone else still in the spot to be able to battle back against Liquid.
Oh, he knows there's a man in this corner. He knows his Durka as well. Safe feeling himself, and whoa, he's going to feel the wrath of FNATIC. A quick opener for them. Soulcast still here, still trying to hold them back. They can't just sit back in a 3 versus 5. It seems like they might have an idea that he's here. Flash dodge, he looks the wrong way. Little bit unlucky. And while the cross is somewhat being held, Nats is going to go back and try and destroy.
As he knows, what they can do is just spam here freely onto the spike itself, and now Liquid really any chance. Just managed to get rid of the Nana's form, which is one thing for it. It's at least for now covered by smoke. As I said, there was a free fire smoke coming on through, and it's Durka as well to bring him down, leaving just one left standing. They can get in and get this plant down as well. I mean, control largely established. Safe now knows as well, with all the utils starting to be dropped here, and the spike going down too. It's got to go in big, but really could do a waiting for the team here. In fact, goes in, finds one blind, looks in towards the second. He's found two. Can't quite connect onto the third as Nat's going to stick it away, sorry. Still one left standing in Alpha here. We've seen him cut up a couple of times, but it's not going to be able to do it. Massive round coming out.
Players into the corners. It seems like instead, though, an instant response. A
They
rolling
want
thunder
to
put
destroy
through, peeking forward. Almost Alpha manages to try and tap two, but they do get rid of the lockdown. Instead, Cosmic Divide put through as well, and Nats is caught as he tries to run through it.
It's good stuff, because he's given some control here as well. Boast is on site. I don't think he's 100% aware that Redgar's in behind. No. Guess they'll take it down and almost manages to escape. Literally a matter of millimeters. Whiffs on the op shot as well. That's not the kind of one to be missing, my friend.
Oh, this is such a weird round. Neither player seems to have any idea of where the other is. And now Durka with the realization, but Yumpy playing a slightly elevated angle. He doesn't quite finish off the remainder, but the wallbang's there from Safe. The back and forth all the way through, but again...
Yeah, Durka chance to march on forward with the ultimate in a second, I'd expect. Out on top, has to book him out pocket, it's over 5, finds one onto Rengar as well. They keep on going, he's got the right idea as well as they are tucked in towards the back here. As Leo brings the ult out, not yet finding anyone on the tuck through, but it's what else they can pick up. It's 2 for Chronicle, as Boaster falls down to Nats off to the other side, but now the holding...
It's going to be difficult. Durka up close with that judge. Oh, shock dart almost manages to get rid of him. Yumpy trying to clear, but not the gun he was probably expecting to face off against, and now Safe no choice. Use the raw individual skill of Durka.
I think they want the op. I think that they're going to find it as well. Everyone wanted to see, and now it's being delivered, albeit on the second map.
Off your feet!
Rolling Thunder sent through. They've actually put it just to try and kill off Redgar. Maybe expecting more players on the other side, and now they have to fight versus that raid boss of Durka. Alpha even holding onto the operator here. I don't see any way back into this one. And well safe. He's been good so far, but this might be a bit much.
Yeah, you might be asking a little too much of the guy. It turns out, indeed you are. It's Alpha here with that retrieved op, gets to work. Second rotates. It's kind of become a bit of a theme of theirs so far in this series.
You should run.
Could head in towards this B-side. That's the thing, they're going to use it as a ruse. The peek out from Redgar, he's walking straight into the trap. 17 seconds though. It's still a little bit dangerous with the time. Yumpy might actually have a chance to end this. Spikes on the deck. There's a real opportunity for Liquid. They might have just overcooked this one a little bit on the FNATIC side. They look like they had everything. And now Durka has 3 seconds to kill everyone else. Liquid steal around out of the hands of FNATIC. And we go in level at the half. Give up his crown
Commit as well.
just yet.
Oh dear.
Low HP for Redgar. A single bullet will do the trick, or a bullet to the face. That works too. Overkill, to say the least. The spike's also up there, safe. Maybe trying to get some sort of response, but now Durka's support finally arrives if he needs it.
Please not a third is my only ask. We don't need this to go from bad to worse from Liquid to break their spirits in round 1. Instead moving their way away from sewers down long here as well. Of course, forces them into a little bit of a bottleneck. But that should be the read.
Such a good stun. Such a good stun. The supportive utility again from FNATIC, just setting up Boaster, leaving him in such a great spot. And they are being picked apart one by one. It's left all on to save. Sliggy wanted him to bail them out, but before I could even finish the sentence, he's already down. Where's the aggression? Where's that second player going to come from? And while being very careful, Leo, he's not going to get caught. In fact, he's going to push!
Genius play as well, making use of the player deeper back to get rid of the Owl, not revealing Leo's position. And he goes aggressive, bringing down 2. Massive play coming out from FNATIC, and they flip this round on its head. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, at least there'll be a path now onto that B site. Redgar, we've seen this many a time, getting aggressive off the back of the Omen. All he can really do is try and slow them down a little bit. And Alpha's already on them. He's in from behind. That's a spike on the deck. They don't even realize that Redgar's on the other side, but he's got 15 seconds.
Follow them up the whole way. A little bit of a crossfire here coming through as well, off towards one side, towards A, the other. He got the right idea, but can he find the man? Yes, he can, but has to get hold of the spike. Fully concussed, and immediately a smoke coming over the top. This one's looking a little bit ropey. Finds one for himself, but Chronicle has already split out elsewhere. Nowhere near this engagement, and FNATIC take 3. But I think at this point, Durka realizes, okay, we know there's going to be a big push coming in here. 3 or 4 players. Leo needs to stop.
Decent stun. Safe's been given the rifle as well. This was originally on Redgar. Instead, they're going to try and give him a chance. Just a single kill. But the trade's almost immediate. And there's still multiple players here. The rest don't really have much to play with. A nice shot from Nats, but a distraction made, but not quite enough of one. Redgar's flank is spotted at the last. Right back in towards the C site. There is one man currently defending anywhere near this spot. And that is Alpha,
of course. I was going to say double through. What is that for you? Look at the gonads on the man. 3 takes control of Garage, finds a 3rd. The support from the Hunter's Fury over the top is so required. But it absolutely is not. Alpha Year has decimated Liquid on their march forward.
They've got to give it to him. They've got to give it to him. An incredible round. 1 HP. Chronicle's going to thieve it. He's going to steal it.
Coming in, you drop that ult down suddenly. I mean, now will be a pretty good time as they all come rotating on over.
By his own teammate Sol. Probably not the start they were looking for, but as you said, it's a retake being played.
Now where does it go? This is the question. Soulcast is in such a pivotal spot here. He could be the one to shut this down to make it work, but Durka's already found onto 2. FNATIC finding 2 of the main kills they really needed here to get this one moving. Leo is like, again, shooting clay pigeons. Shuts down 2. None left standing, and FNATIC